What's going on, guys? Welcome to our submission grappling series. We're going to look at the front headlock and more specifically right at the start we're going to look at our guillotine. We're going to look at it from the butterfly guard. So I'm going to show you one of my favorite setups, and if you ever train with me, it's probably the first thing that I'll go for. Once I'm sat in butterfly guard here with a kneeling opponent, the first thing I'm looking to do is collar tie, get a good grip on the back of his neck. Now we're hand fighting over here, we're going to switch into butterfoot. So we're going to change our butterfly and start checking the hip. So we're using his foot against the hip over here. What this is stopping Tyrone from doing is really putting a lot of pressure on me, and he'll be forced to move my foot from his hip. Once he does that, push it down, I feed the head directly into the armpit right away, because this is the side that I want to clear away from his neck. You see? If I want to set up my guillotine, what's stopping me from just grabbing onto his neck right away and moving into my chin strap is this hand. You see? Every time I try to get there, he's going to be hand fighting with me and pulling that away. So I want to take his arm or his hand as far away from his neck as possible. So we check his hip, he directs that down towards the floor. I bring his head into place. Now we have a chin strap. If you lift up here, Ty, you see I'm gripping onto his chin, locked in from here, closing in, and my shoulders going right to the top of his neck. So I'm locked in from here. Now we're immediately going to work into a high elbow finish. So my hands, I'm on a chin strap. My hand's going to connect. That chin strap hand is going to make a fist right underneath Tyrone's throat, closing my hands together because I don't want him to grab onto my fingers. So we close together, I connect with the other hand, and then we're going hands into our chest while my elbows flare. This right now doesn't look like the shape that it should be, but when I fall to the side to create that high elbow guillotine, we now have a perfect right angle in your forearms. And that's what we're looking to create. So we begin, collar tie the guy, move it here, check his hip, catch his neck, I make a fist with my left hand, grab onto that fist, I'm falling back into position, and once I'm here, my right heel will curl over the top of his thigh over here. So I'm going hip and then curling my heel back to prevent Tyrone from rolling to his side. For him to escape, he's going to immediately flip to his back. Now we're going to look at the response to that in a moment, but first things first, as soon as I'm falling, once I've got his neck, I fall to the side, my elbow comes up nice and high, and my right heel checks. Now what I'm doing from here is just twisting my forearm inwards. You see? I have my hands connected, turn, and pull. All right. Yeah. So, again, hips into position, your hand fighting with your partner, my elbows are in tight, collar tight, check. Feed into position, make a fist, grab. I fall, my elbow comes up nice and high. My forearm wants to be in front of his collarbone. I've got to make sure I maintain distance. For him to defend any guillotine, he needs to grab over my head. See? Now he can put pressure with his shoulder into my neck. Hence the Von Flue choke, right? So when I grab the neck, we clear any of those defense by raising up that elbow. So we fall, elbow, check. I'm room for the tap. Now, if Tyrone were to flip to his back immediately to try the escape, we're just going to follow up, maintaining that chin strap, and then bridging to land on the side control on the far side. So, from here, we twist his face a little bit. I come into position, collar tie, check the hip, he pushes down, I grab onto the neck, we're going to bring him off to the side, I'm trying to guillotine, he falls flat to his back. I release my hands, I come back to this chin strap. This arm is going to come in for the underhook as I bridge. My back needs to surpass his face. Bridge and twist. Maintain this top position. I'm putting torsion into his neck. I have my underhook here. I maintain this position until all the fight has gone out of my opponent. He's going to be trying to bridge and escape. Maintain. He knows that he's in a vulnerable position with his neck, so he's not going to be moving too much. And then once the fight has gone, then I release and come back to a nice shoulder pressure from here. So we've gone from being in your butterfly guard to a very dominant position, ready to continue your attacks.